So this is what we're about ready to watch. I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Mole in the Hole down there in California. I want to tell you thanks personally. And brother, this is your build. With the miracles these hands can create, begin.
Well, don't call me no more. I'm going back over here to the PC. Talk to that mud does go through the side. That's trash. Y'all know who this from. Hey, 3 or 4 you guys from the Northwest. Yeah, pretty card. Aloha. California with the wave.
Hey, All Power, can I call your name? Since I know Kingsnake can't hear me. Hey, All Power, can I call your name, or am I on the banned list too? All Power, #1 son, get down.
Go on and talk to Kingsnake father-in-law. Bye.
So what are you doing down there, AP? So what are you doing down there, AP? Huh? You know who said it.
You're trying to keep me out here. Go on and talk to Crybaby then. Bye. No, I'm not trying to keep you out here. I keep this Callaghan mud. It's old school Mark 3 now. Hey, light switch, I keep this Callaghan Mark 3. Old school, golden nigga down. I got that. Monster you get. BBI, Mr. 105, Great Shakey's clear.
105, I'm pointed all the way down there at AP on the opposite side of the country. Not even talking down in there to the Great Shaky, but good afternoon to you, brother. I say good afternoon wave to you, brother. I gotta run up in the house. I can hear my subwoofer up in the house going whoop, 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 whoop. I'll be right back.
Oh, you better go take care of that real quick. Mr. BBI, Denison, Tucson, Logan.
Hey, BBI, the man with the bamboo antenna. Hello, BBI, the man with the bamboo antenna, New Mexico. Good day now. Stand by here. Tell them all, Sir King LaSalvo, stand by. Take care, light switch to the black gold. Sir King LaSalvo, stand by, let them have some talk time. Break. Well, I He gets the rough and tough. Hey, kid, number 1 son.
Hey, Squeaker. It ain't all static. I just stopped keying, man. I just went out east because I heard all power. Hey, just so you know, there's still Mother Nature. The fat man is getting down.
Yeah, turn around and go back out east, Cundy. I got a little relief on my ears up clear.
You think it's bad for you? Shit, I was pointed east when he decided to fire down coming south. Damn it, shame on a mess.
05, I'll see you.
Hey, no, one son. I'm gonna tell you like it is. I talked to both of you, Cat Biggie. But shame on the mess. You better watch your backside, Cat Biggie. Somebody just turned a torch on, man. He trying to cook that spud. Hold on you later. Hey, number 1 son. Watch yourself.
Oh, it's all...
I'll throw his ass in the deep fryer. So I'll throw his ass in the deep fryer is what I'll do. Man, you know, he's like a mile down the road, right? I'm pointed east, I'm looking out there towards our power. I come back out here. Here he's pointed south. Now he's coming right in the side of my antenna coming to you guys down there in Cali. Damn it, man. A little bit of receive overload.
You can say that again. I just told that Cat Biggie he was bending my needle in the corner. He was crying for mercy. Let me get my knees and breathe, see what in the world's going on. Morning time to both of y'all. Mr. 105 around the west side is clear.
So we'll see you 105, no doubt about it, brother. I appreciate you putting a bump up into my radio here this afternoon out of the Great Shiggy. The old friend up here in the corner got down.
Hey, BBI. I'm going to ease this thing back on the quiet side and get my knees in the breeze. BBI, man, this 1-800 is back quiet.
How about you, BBI? How about it, BBI? Trying to wave at you. You like it?
Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon time to you, Daniel, son. What you doing on your little 3-element beam 1 foot off the ground break?
Oh, I'm just trying to get in there and have some fun. Get in there and have some fun. I heard you in there and wanted to wish you a great day. Daniel Santu, son.
Appreciate you rolling that up to me, big brother. And you walking right through all them boys down there in Cali, at least in my receiver. Little 3-element beam 1 foot off the ground is transmitting to Idaho here this afternoon, bro. Man, I got to get with you. I got to give you a call later today, if that's cool.
Plug your ears the way you plug in mine. I wish I could plug your ears the way you plug in mine.
You can plug my ears the way I'm plugging yours. What's going on, woman?
I gotta give you a call later today, is it best? Well, not a whole lot. Just trying to run away from this virus, make sure that the virus don't catch me. You know, I went down Alameda and I saw the virus and I went the other way. I went down Washington, still saw the virus and went the other way. I've been running from the virus, 10-4.
You gotta run from the virus. Just put on a mask, don't lick no doorknobs, and walk out the house with a bunch of hand sanitizer. You'll be alright. How you doing down there? I ain't talked to you in a month of Sundays.
King Snake, leave my radio alone, Brigham.
Hey, Lady Mermaid is 10-8 straight. Lady Mermaid is 10-8 straight, that's for sure. Trying to eat good, trying to stay healthy, make sure I'm not out eating crazy food, trying to do the right thing. But I need some BBI technology for this coronavirus. That's what I need. I need some BBI technology. Break.
You don't want none of this technology. The only technology I got going on for me is I'm locked in a box 7 days a week out here pushing solder. Now, I don't know, the solder smoke might kill off all the coronavirus. We don't know. We don't have the data on that yet, right?
Roll up in my radio. It's a great big old hammer. Maybe I gotta get it out there and drop them all one time.
Lady Mermaid, I got to tell you something, sweetheart. Your fellow Californian, a.k.a. Motormouth Mall, a.k.a. John Bartel, he come out here and he brought that 1,000-foot-long World War II aircraft carrier he's got hanging in his backyard. And he pointed it up here into the great state of Idaho. And he put the mall down with such tremendous force that, yeah, I might need to get you some more technology down there just so you can bend Motormouth's ear. Lady Mermaid, big hugs. Appreciate you, my friend. You give me a call, you need anything, I'll hook you up. You know it. Miss Lady Mermaid around the great state of California. What's going on, my good friend, Mr. John Bartel? Mr. John Bartel, Mr. Motormouth, come on over here. Let's talk about it. BBI got down.
Don't know the power of the dark side.
I'm talking to the northwest corner because I wasn't able to make it out there around the east coast. And you can hear a lot of activity out there on the east coast. But it wasn't happening over here. You know, they had some pretty good conditions and such. And I figured I'd talk up around Northway for a little bit. Then I got a phone call, and then I got off the phone to find this great big old mountain of a carrier in my receiver. And turned the volume up, and there you were. So I thought I'd jump up in there and say hello before we lost Mother Nature. I don't know how long she's going to stick and stay. I should probably let you get back to Lady Mermaid. And so if you want to do that, by all means, I'll get back on the side. But, man, good to hear you roll up in there, BBI. You smoking. And I got the stream rolling, so if there's any question about what you're doing over here, I guarantee tell you can see and hear for yourself. You've got a mile and a half there, Briggs.
Have a good one, Lady Mermaid.
Now, John, you know how this goes, man. Page number 1 in the book. The rule book, page number 1. Thou shalt talk to thy radio. We flip the page. Page number 2. Refer to rule number 1. Thou shalt talk to thy radio. Man, I gotta run. I'm gonna stick right here, man. You got me 40 dBs over. Now, I gotta say, Lady Mermaid, she's out there putting a wood down going someplace, because she's, Lady Mermaid got down, Lady Mermaid. She come in there a little bit with you for a hot second, but you walked her right back out of the way. How do you like that receiver, John? I was really impressed with it when I had it hooked up over here a couple years ago. And, I'm really happy to see you're getting such good use out of it on your side of the street. You got a whole lot more technology hooked up to it than I did. I'm here to tell you what. But I sure have been enjoying the video games. You've been putting up enough of them here lately. God damn.
I've been enjoying the receiver. I'll tell you what, man, it's working flawlessly. I haven't had a failure yet. No unhappy situations. Well, I did in the beginning. I had a few unhappy situations when I didn't have the relay on the input of it. I thought I could just disconnect use a Dow key relay and just disconnect the center wire. And I even went so far as to short the antenna lead on the SDR to ground. But, you know, as you know, with inductors and all that stuff, a short to ground is not necessarily a short in RF, and so I've just made things worse. So I thought, well, nuts to it, I'll just go ahead and put a relay up in there and disconnect both the shield and the center lead. And since I did that, it's been working great. So, yeah, I haven't seen the overload light come on. I hit myself at about 20 over 9. And as you can see on the video gates. And everybody sounds wonderful on it. I mean, you sound good. Man, I'll tell you what, everybody that I've been listening to, all sound 10-8 and straight. I get the control that I like of the SDR. I get the video gate characteristics of the SDR. And I can even zoom out and see the whole band spread, which is the whole purpose of this thing. So I can do my, I can see what's going on throughout the time that I'm, playing with it. And with the old Flex 1500, it just didn't have the hardware, didn't even have the capability of doing that. So I called Flex up and I found out how limited that was.
found out how unlimited this was as far as that's concerned, and love it, man. So thank you very much there, BB. I appreciate that. And I don't mean to be long-winded. I was just expressing the wonderfulness of the SDR Play, and I'm using SDR Uno software. And I am going to look into the possibility of using SDR, what you call it, Open SDR or whatever, to try to communicate with Power SDR, to try to use Power SDR to control the SDR Play. But I haven't quite got there yet, the break. BBI, Motormouth Mall. Oh, by the way, I see you did the video and you put up the thing on Nighthawk's amplifier. He's all happier than all get out. He sent me a link to the video. And it looks like he's going to be one hell of a happy camper there, Brayton.
Man, I wouldn't even know number one son was out there. He's out there talking east. I'm sitting there talking to you going south. I got Machete coming in the side of the beam. You got sole control of my radio there, John, I got to tell you. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I'm here to tell you what. I love having this big old beam, although we are getting ready to do some upgrades over here. Now back to the SDR Play. I'm glad to hear you're having that much success with it. Because, you know, my situation I got over here where I'm right underneath the antenna, it didn't matter what I did to that damn thing. I was always 60 dB over, hitting the overload light with it, so. Yeah, I seen a niche that needed to be filled in your station, and I was like, I can help this guy out. So we're just going to consider that thing on permanent loan. 410?
10-4. Well, I'll tell you what, myself and the station appreciate it. And I love it. It's absolutely perfect. And I think everybody out there watching the video gates enjoy it and appreciate it a lot more than they did the old camera on the S-meter routine and, you know, that kind of thing. So this really stepped the game up a whole bunch. Yeah, so I appreciate that, the VDI, and I definitely appreciate you doing the good work you did over there for Nighthawk. He's a happy camper. And I know, VDI, you got your receipt locked down by me right now, but that's just a Mother Nature thing. It ain't going to be too doggone long before Mother Nature swings over there to Machete. And you said you didn't even hear number one son. He's only like a quarter mile away from you, or 4 miles away, or whatever he is, and you couldn't hear him while he's talking east. And you locking it down here. That's pretty cool, man. That's just a lot for the antennas. And by the way, you say you're going to make an antenna change. So am I, but I haven't got there yet. But I'm going to do a big change. I'm going to make this thing from 96 feet long and 8 elements. I'm going to go to 118 feet long and 16 elements. You heard that right there, Brayton.
It's the same thing you were talking about when I was down there when we did our interview. It's the same thing you were talking about when I was down there when we were doing our interview. Yeah, I've been planning this upgrade now for 2 years. I bought the tower a year ago. It's time for it to go up. And of course, with the bigger tower, that means I can go a much bigger beam. But you're right, this isn't a lot about the beam technology he's got going on over there down the street about a mile away. You got them designs from old Prime Minister, and he implemented them well. That antenna he's got over there is talking, there ain't no doubt about it. And it's all going in one direction. It ain't coming out the back door on my receiver, that's for sure. Of course, when you got two big old 7-element beams like this, one can point one direction, the other one can go the other way, and we're not going to hear each other too awful bad, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do for coax. I'm thinking like LMR 1200 or something. I don't know. I know I just sold all my 7/8s. I got rid of all that. I had like 500 feet of 7/8s. I got rid of all of that. It's too small. Especially with the carrier level I'm thinking about going to, so this is what it is. You know, I got this big old giant piece of steel over here in the corner, and we're running it on low. Speaking of which, I haven't even bothered to look at my air temp or my reflect this entire time. Shame on it, and shame on me. I'm starting to get that motor mouth mall technology train of thought. Screw it, kid, fire down, run it. Don't worry about key down time, just get with it. Starting to think like you, John. You're rubbing off on me. Shame on you.
10-4. I'll tell you what, that's how I run stuff over here. And I just glanced over at the meter. and the little 25K slug is slamming off the corner every time I breathe. And the SWR is sitting there flat as a pancake. Temperature, I should. Shame on me, huh? I should monitor all that. I sure wish I had some more plate voltage over here. This little turd needs a little bit more plate voltage. I do. I mean, I got a whole other transformer, but it's, I was reserving that for when I went to the pair of these things. But maybe I should do that change beforehand, because that way I can work all the bugs out of it. Then it'll be all ready for when I do have the other one. Anyway, yeah, shoot, it is what it is there, Break. ABBI, Motor Mouth Mall, your West Coast Beast. Dropping a hammer, I got down.
709.
You got a transformer, huh? Man, you forget that fucker. I've been to your place of business. You have a transformer, huh? You got like 10 transformers over there. Quit fooling the people. It's okay. We won't let your secret out. It'll just stay between you, me, and a couple thousand YouTube views this thing is going to get. Oh, shit, man. Yeah, got to make changes. That's how it goes. You never get to sit still in this hobby. You know, CB stands for constantly buying, constantly broke. You know how it is. I'm sure glad you guys got moved in up there on that beautiful hunk of property. And yeah, the old sweet16, it needed just a little bit of love, needed a little bit of massage on the inside. It actually went home yesterday, I think. Yeah, I got another YouTube video I got to put up today on a little 1x4 I did for a guy up here in Washington here yesterday. Hey, what's this I hear that you got a little bit of talk time with my buddy Kingpin down there in L.A.?
No, that was a trip and a half, man. He makes videos of me, and he hears me every now and again down there in Ventura, but he actually, he rolled up in my race. Fine stuff. It didn't last real long. But man, he rolled up in here super strong and really good for a couple of keys. And, you know, man, as soon as he come up in there, they disappeared. That was a Mother Nature thing. But man, he sounded good. Old Steve was rocking and rolling up in my receiver here. That was kind of cool. And I also had that other video a while back there.
I believe you're right. I believe you're right.
131 Mustang, line of sight, you know, direct, whatever, not backscatter, in Mojave Desert, and I also Palmdale, and I also caught, Homie the Clown. That was kind of cool. Some rare, short, good skip there, Brady.
You got 63 up in your radio? That is some short skip. Yeah, he called me. He was all excited. He's, you know, he was one of the stations I went down there and set up when I come down and I seen you. And he's running one of those, let's see, he's on the Demon. And my other good friend down there, Ron, he's on the Exorcist. Those little 3000s I built here last year. I don't know how I got roped into making 2 more of those this year, but I did. But, yeah, he's doing all kinds of good stuff. If you go out his front door, John, and you look directly north, the flight path right to you, you go about 300 foot from his house, and this hill that goes up about 2,000 foot directly in front of his beam. So I don't know how he pulled that off, but Mother Nature was letting him talk off the side of the mountain, bouncing up to the atmosphere, coming down to you. I thought it was pretty trick. I was like, man, that's some slick talking right there. I said, you're not going to understand what to do yourself when F2 comes in, 410.
10-4 on that. Wow. Yeah, it's neat to see some of the things that happen, some of the anomalies that take place on 27 megahertz. Things you would never, ever expect to see or hear about. They do happen. All kinds of bizarre things. You know, I was talking to, who was it? I was talking to Prime, and Baker Man was talking to 300 or something like that. There was 2 conversations going roughly in the same ballpark direction. And it was a trip and a half. You know, it was all you know, and two, the same event kind of sort of was happening between two different people on two different...
I thought I heard the northwest corner up in there. I thought I heard the northwest corner coming through my radio. Machete, west side, back.
I gotta leave John on the mall. Hello, Ron. I got Machete coming in here now, and I have Motormouth on the other side of the street. But I heard you roll up in here. Hello, Machete. I'll put the wave at you.
My friend. Got it all. Yeah, I was talking out east. And I started to hear some stations coming out of the northwest corner. Worldwide, BBI, Machete, right back.
Now I gotta stick with my radio. Old Motormouth's been holding it about 40 dB solid. And all of a sudden he started to fall back a little bit, and then here you come rolling up. So I wouldn't be surprised if Mother Nature flip-flops back around to him. But I heard you in here, my good friend, Mr. Ron. What's going on, my friend? How we doing today?
Man, you got a freaking hammer on my radio, man. You just about off the scale, big brother. Hey, Luke. You like off the scale, man. This is beautiful.
Lady Mermaid is scared of the virus.
Right back. Come on.
Well, you wouldn't want me to roll it out here any other way. It's the same way you roll, homeboy. I said we can't come to the game any other way. This is the same way you show out when you come to my radio. You got a hammer up in here this afternoon. But man, I was sitting there thinking, I was like, man, it's been like 3 months since I've been able to talk to my buddy Machete. Now you just watch. You go like 5 whole minutes, and all of a sudden them boys up there around Seattle and over in Washington are going to start keying on me because Mother Nature's going to move off of me. And you're going to be able to hear them. We're just too damn close, Ron. You know how it is. I'm probably flying right over the top of your station right now as we're talking, and I'm setting a field on fire out in Mexico or some shit right now. You know what I'm saying, Break? Well, you're doing the same thing. You're probably starting a forest fire over in Washington and ain't nobody know it yet. You know what I'm saying? Bye.
Is he going?
Yeah, man, you got about 20 dB on everybody. You'll see it. All right, man, I got to get out of here. This is the 4th gate I did. I've been in the Bahamas.
8270 San Juan.
Degrees in here. Bye.
Tell Ryan and Lady Mermaid.
Bye.
Man, I wouldn't even know number one son was out there. He's out there talking east. I'm sitting there talking to you, going south. I got Machete coming in the side of the beam. You got sole control of my radio there, John, I got to tell you. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I'm here to tell you what. I love having this big old beam, although we are getting ready to do some upgrades over here. Now back to the SDR play. I'm glad to hear you're having that much success with it. Because, you know, my situation I got over here where I'm right underneath the antenna, it didn't matter what I did to that damn thing. I was always 60 dB over, hitting the overload light with it. So, yeah, I seen a niche that needed to be filled in your station, and I was like, I can help this guy out. So we're just going to consider that thing on permanent loan. 410?
10-4. I'll tell you what, myself and the station appreciate it. And I love it. It's absolutely perfect. And I think everybody out there watching the video gates enjoy it and appreciate it a lot more than they did the old camera on the S-meter routine and, you know, that kind of thing. So this really stepped the game up a whole bunch. Yeah, so I appreciate that, WBI, and I definitely appreciate you doing the good work you did over there for Nighthawk. He's a happy camper. And I know, BBI, you got your receipt locked down by me right now, but that's just a Mother Nature thing. It ain't going to be too doggone long before Mother Nature swings over there to Machete. And you said you didn't even hear number one son. He's only like a quarter mile away from you, or 4 miles away, or whatever he is, and you couldn't hear him while he's talking east. And you lock talking it down here. That's pretty cool, man. That's just a lot for the antennas. And by the way, you say you're going to make an antenna change. So am I, but I haven't got there yet. But I'm going to do a big change. I'm going to make this thing from 96 feet long and 8 elements. I'm going to go to 118 feet long and 16 elements. You heard that right there, Brayton.
It's the same thing you were talking about when I was down there when we did our interview. It's the same thing you were talking about when I was down there when we were doing our interview. Yeah, I've been planning this upgrade now for 2 years. I bought the tower a year ago. It's time for it to go up. And of course, with a bigger tower, that means I can go a much bigger beam. But you're right, this says a lot about the beam technology he's got going on over there down the street about a mile away. And you got them designs from old Prime Minister, and he implemented them well. And that antenna he's got over there is talking, there ain't no doubt about it. And it's all going in one direction. It ain't coming out the back door on my receiver, that's for sure. Of course, when you got two big old 7-element beams like this, one can point one direction, the other one can go the other way, and we're not going to hear each other too awful bad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do for coax. I'm thinking like LMR 1200 or something. I don't know. I don't know. I know I just sold all my 7/8. I got rid of all.
Okay, so what you guys just got done watching was me cleaning this tin up and making it all pretty and clean on the inside, and then priming it and then painting it. And when you were seeing it in the time lapse, it was still wet. Here it is a day later, now it's dry. So this is all cleaned up, tin's all nice and straight. This is just dust, this will come right off. So we're going to get on with these next little steps of this process. We're not going to go with the stock relay. Unless those are working, if I have the opportunity to replace it, I will. We're going to go with a bigger aftermarket relay. It's going to mount up approximately like this. Now the advantage of this relay is that we're going to be able to pop the covers off and clean it if we have a problem. Which one of my good friends Richard now understands. He's got this exact same setup in his suite and he loves it because he uses it a lot on sideband, and those contacts are in there making and breaking connections a whole bunch. And with the ability to take it apart and clean it, he just slides the case off, which all you got to do is pop one side off, and then with a little flat blade screwdriver you pop this side off, and then you got full access to all the contact points. Okay, and you can get in there with a dollar bill that's folded over a couple times and clean the contacts. So we're at the point where we got all the parts out of it that I want to take out of it, and all the parts added that I want to add for the moment. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go wash it. And when we come back, this thing that looks scuzzy on the inside is going to be beautiful, pristine, and clean. I hope. So let's go give it a bath. Okay. So now we're all cleaned up. We got all the nasty brown flux off everything. We're going to go back through, we're going to clean the pill pockets out real quick. Our bias sandstones are all cleaned up. Our aluminum is all cleaned up. Except for this little brown smudgy here. It's obviously from when it was mounted like this, up on its side. And the combiner burn up over here. So we'll scuff that up here with some Scotch-Brite here real quick. Put 2 more body plugs in it up here in the S end of the thing. Or put our grommet in it, and we're just going to start stacking parts on this thing. It should be up and running here pretty quick. Then I am going to put a fan kit on this thing of my own design, which is basically going to be 2 fans strapped on the bottom of it. Work perfectly fine. And yeah, let's start putting parts in this puppy, and let's get on with this. I had to stop on it yesterday. I should have seen my paintbrushes that I was using to, well, here. these two paintbrushes have cleaned many, many, many of an amp. And when they started, they looked a lot like this. So I got new paintbrushes, also ran out of my primary chemical that I use to clean stuff with. So I had to go pick up more of that today. So let's see, we're going to build a custom combiner for the final stage. I've got some replacement Texas Star combiners that we're going to put here and put here. These are good to go. These are in relatively good shape. So I don't really foresee us having that many more problems. We're going to just get this sucker put back together. All right, back to time lapse.
You telling me this is the fourth gate you're on today? You're running over there, running up your internet time, getting your room temperature up to 2 million degrees. That's easy to believe, taking into account you're 1 inch from the sun and 2 whole blocks away from Death Valley, California, IA. Hey, Machete, it's good to hear you on my radio, buddy. I'll come check out the gate on Facebook here in a little bit. And believe you me, you're going to be on the gate on this side of the street too, so make sure to look at the YouTube channel here this evening. Machete, the landlord of Nevada, the landlord of the northwest corner, got down.
Yeah, you're about 65 dBs, man. You're about 5 dBs off the scale, man. About 5 dBs off the scale, man. You hold it. You smoking. All right, man. Adios, amigos, man. I gotta roll. I gotta get out of here, man. Worldwide Machete 10-7. Bye.
All right, brother. You be good. Give the best wishes to the wife and your 2 beautiful kids. We'll put it on you another day, another way. Hey, you know what showed up in the mail over here the other day, Rod? My brand new meters that showed up from LP. He sent me an LP 500 and an LP 700 with all the different line sections and the new firmware in it. So I can do a YouTube video on it. I think that'd make a great meter for the driver's section, you know what I'm saying? Machete, I'll catch you later, my friend. You be good. This big old giant piece of steel's looking around.
Don't know the power of the dark side.
You don't know the...
Got it all on the LP 500 and 750. Yeah. Real nice. That'll be nice to check your input and then see what's coming out of the big box, man. Modulated input and what's out the big box. Put on you later. Smoking. Worldwide Machete 10-7. Bye.
Yeah, the only problem is the coupler only stops reading at 15,000. I said, man, can you make me one that reads up into the 50 or the 100 range? She's like, no. I was like, shit. I'll catch you, Machete. Click, click, click.
Yeah, there's a way to do that with 2 dB line attenuators, you know, BNC 2 dB line attenuators. You can do it, but then it kind of messes it all up and stupid stuff. Bye. I'll see you, my friend. Click. Valley.
I was more concerned I'd be melting the connectors. I'll see you. Bye. I gotta tell you, Lady Mermaid, I learned it all from Prime Minister. If you're gonna blame me for anything, we gotta blame Prime Minister. Yeah. Learned it from my teacher. Lady Mermaid, your friend will be in the north, got down.
Superman 595.
Superman 278 on the west side. How about the Superman 278 Riverside? Hey, Grand Shack, 819, way in the hands. Aloha, man.
Well, hello, 819. I'll put the wave at you. BBI up here in the corner got down.
Hey, BBI. Hey, BBI. 358.
Has anybody got a copy on this Southern California movie star?
And hello, 358. I'll put the bump at you too. BBI in the corner reading your mail.
Hey, BBI. 12 is rocking my radio down at 30 dB all morning. Sounded real good, Mr. BBI at the 358.
Oh, there we go. Now here's the other big dog. Old Bullet fires up. We got BBI, 766, and Bullet now. Holy cow. 3 big old monster signals.
Good morning to you also.
What are you saying, Daniel, son? The big boys that come to play on the Super Bowl? I said, what are you saying, Daniel, son? The big boys that come to play on the Super Bowl? That's what happens on 27.025, 410.
Man.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a few others to get in there, man. Now all the big dogs are coming in.
I think I heard my friend Papa out here local, man. Somewhere out here. I know he's somewhere around me. But sleepy dogs, all y'all, man. I'm gonna say good morning.
Oh, now Motormouth Mo's getting in there too. Hey, it looks like conditions are moving again there.
Stand by for the little boys. Hey, last week, tell all the little boys they can have their radio, Sir King of Salvage, standing by for the little boys. 10-4.
I said, who's the little boy? I said, who's the little boy? BBI in the corner being nosy, breaker.
Please don't repeat it when I get off tomorrow. Hey, light switch, I'm not coming back, Sir King of the South. Got down. Superman in Georgia, you know. Supergirl. Test 1 2, test 1 2, test 1 2, warming up. Test 1 2, test 1 2, warming up. Sir King, I see you. I don't want to talk to you. Even though you need a light switch to go, Mr. All-Star, I can blow a slow down, bye-bye. Little wise, but the little boys, I advise you to do the same. Take care of light switch. I'm standing by for the little boys. I'm gone. We don't have a condition right now. Who y'all want me to stand by for? I don't know if anybody qualified to get 766 out my radio. I'm going to keep them boys sanitized. Hey, light switch on the goal. I'm going to keep them all sanitized down back to 7. Bye-bye-bye.
Now, you said you wanted to know if somebody was qualified to get 766 out to your radio. You said you wanted to know if anybody was qualified to get 766 out your radio. Huh, shame on the mess. You trying to call one of the big boys on the West Coast to jump on top of old Billy. I wonder if anybody on the West Coast is up to the challenge. BBI got down.
Hey, BBI, you did exactly what I wanted, Catbigger. You're definitely qualified. Yeah, tell the whole power going to do his thing. I'm going to stand back. I'll see you talk on the radio. Because I heard you come up by the sea. Hey, Bullet. Hey, Bullet. I can't tell. You were about to tell him who it was, right? But I had to ease the house around a little bit more. I'm gone. Hey, Bullet, can you hear Superman in Georgia? Hey, Bullet, Superman, and most Superman standing by. Why you standing by for the little boy? No, can you say why you standing by for the little boy? Sam's on my way, man. Oh, man. Light switch, get up together. Light switch. Hey, Travis.
I said I'll catch you 270. You have a good afternoon. I appreciate you putting a wood in my radio and telling me I got a little bit of Mother Nature going out here to the east. Appreciate you, my friend. You be good and enjoy your afternoon. This little Mud Duck Station put a wave at you.
And I appreciate it too, BBI. You waved in fine style, big brother.
taking all them big boys on the west side out of my radio. Show is. BBI 270 Colorado stepping in the clear. Hello, Motor Mouth. I'm not even looking your way, but I appreciate you waving back this way. Motor Mouth, if you got any kind of a sloppy copy, 270's in the clear. No fan belt, no alternator. I have no fan belt, and I have no alternator in the Chevrolet, the original Shake and Bake in San Diego, Kelly. I just thought you ought to know. I'm just in this Chevrolet in San Diego. No fan belt, no Pasadena, California. I'm getting down now. Hanging out the sunroof of this Mobile, Shake and Bake, San Diego, Kelly, reading the mail.
You got no fan belt. Means you got no water pump. Means you got no alternator. That means you got no power steering, but you got two hamsters in a cage turning the front end of that motor. Oh, Shake and Bake, BBI with a wave.
You're right on that, DBI, but I just thought you ought to know. I don't have hamsters. You key up. Once again, DBI. My horse name is Stonewall Jackson. He's a retired harness racer, and we ain't got no parades to go to. Shame on it all. Okay, DBI, I'm getting out the middle of the road out here in San Diego. No fan belt, no alternator. All I got is dreadlocks in this mobile. See when you get back.
I said, we'll see you, Shake and Bake. I said, we'll see you, Shake and Bake. Well, you transmitting, brother, on 27.025, rolling it out across the bed. No fan belt, no alternator. I'll see you. Click, click, click.
Bye, bye, bye. Boo, boo, boo. BDI, you little devil, where you from? Real good copy, real good copy. Catch you later, Mongoose. Mr. Worldwide Black Judge, downtown, Mount Pasadena, California. Big audio, big sound, 900 pounds of Doodle Brown. Hey, Mongoose. And the hit I got down.
I think you're the only one in my receipt.
I said, what are you doing, Black Judge? I said, what are you doing, Black Judge? Put the wave at my friend Mongoose for me if you get a chance. BBI rolling through your receive.
Hey, I'll do that for you, BBI. Hey, Mongoose, BBI, say hello to you, man. Friendly 5 on that end. But like I was telling him, both of y'all in my radio at the same cat-making time. Hello, BBI. The Black Judge in the South. I just stopped right in my mouth. All right, just want to wave a hand. Hey, Mongoose. Hey, Mongoose, tell Bad Kojak 358, Viber in the desert, said hello, break.
How about it, Bullet? How about a Bullet, Bob? Danielson, Tucson, I'm trying to get that morning wave in.
Oh, my God. You sure got that thing down while you talking to WD. Hoo, I'm back quiet. You got chicken lips. And some say, that fella coming there telling me you got chicken lips. I'll get back with you. That Northern California, no radio, DBI. Oh, world closed, golden right, with not enough radio. I'm back out.
Oh, Golden Rocket, I turned my beam back down south. I went and pointed east. I wanted to see what was going on my side door. I said, hello, world famous Mr. Golden Rocket, your friend up here in the corner with the wave at you. You got plenty of radio, and you don't need to be in the waiting room. 410?
Well, 410 on there, 410 on there. I want to get my name calling out in that big wall of sound. Hey, DPI. Hey, come on, mountains.
You got plenty of radio and you got the job done. I said, you got plenty of radio and you got the job done. You showed up in my world of sound, ain't no doubt about it. Golden Rocket, your friend up here in the corner. Reading your mail.
And stay safe. I'm on this rocket. Go ahead, man. I'm on this rocket. I'm the golden rocket on this rocket. Go ahead. Roger on that, Mongoose. I got a way to get to my neighbor. I can't get over in Idaho the way I want to. If I was away from these damn mountains, I'd be able to go to the top of them. 410.
I said, who you wanting to go to in Idaho? I said, who you trying to get to in Idaho? I'm just being nosy, Breaker.
Hey, BVI, what kind of beef? Yeah, 358, gotta do want some more bacon. Hey, Mongoose, that's what I do.
What kind of beam am I talking on? I'm talking on a BBI built beam. Designed it myself, built it myself, all the things, everything over here I did myself. Might have had some help from some mentors and some teachers and some friends over the years. But I'm talking on a BBI built 7-element beam. Breaker?
Roger D, man. Hey, the only reason I'm asking is because I need to get me another beam here. 2 years ago, the house burned down. 410, Mongoose. Call to do some honey dudes, cat nigga. Because I don't want to hear you getting hit in the head with a cat nigga frying pan or something for not doing them. Catch you later, Mongoose. Peace and love and happiness around your tree. The Black Judge, downtown in my Pasadena. Big audio, big sound, with 900 pounds of doo-doo brown. Mongoose, I see you. Bye, bye, bye. I guess it's a little rough and tough out there. Hey, appreciate you letting me know what beam you're on. 358, if I go run them all.
There you are. I was wondering who I was talking to. Old Black Judge fired down and took you clean out my radio, 358. Well, man, I hope I could help you out with a little bit of info. But yeah, I don't build them for anybody. I just built it for me. Just slapped the thing up there, and it's talking apparently. No thought, no computer modeling, nothing went into it. I had an abacus and a slide rule, and I was out here figuring it out. Hey, 358, if you believe any of that, I got some oceanfront property in Arizona for you, 410.
Hey, Mongoose, I wasn't trying to do it on purpose, man. Mother Nature might let me. You build it and design it yourself. It's hard for me to get over the top of these duck pluckers. Hello to you, the Black Judge. I'm stopping, running my mouth. Definitely would like to pick your brain on this. Hey, little devil. Hey, Red Devil. All them boys should hear you, man. You sound good. You sound good, little devil. Hey, Red Devil.
I don't know what to tell you, 358. 1 minute you're over the top, next minute they're all walking right over the top of you. I think Mother Nature's moving on us. They're starting to fade at least a little bit. Well, 358, everybody and their brothers got my phone number. You all know how to reach me. So you want to pick my brain, and if I got free time, you just turn on the bat signal on, come on in that direction. 8358, your friend in the corner, got down. One time, I ain't gonna leave it up there though. You don't need to turn it up. You've been wiping out my receive in and out now for like the last, what, 15, 20 minutes. Black Judge, I just didn't want to get in the way of your QSO going up there to Mongoose. I didn't want to lock your radio over like that. Mongoose is a friend of mine, and you're a friend of mine. I didn't want to get in the way. Black Judge, your friend in the corner, reading your mail. Turn it up. I won't say I bumped it up. I turned it up. Mongoose, BBI, catch you later. The Black Judge, I'm back out of here. My friend, you said you just turned it up. You didn't pump it up, you just turned it up. I got one of them little dollar-watt knobs myself. I don't ever touch a damn thing. Just sit there and key 1 whole watt, swing to 2. 410? I know how it goes. I heard you. I'm going to turn it back down some because I don't like running like that. Hey, BBI, I turned it back down because I don't like running like that. I like to run like you running, cat nigga. Because, you know, I have a problem getting over these cat nigga heels. Hello to you, BBI. Peace and love, happiness around your tree. I'm going to get back out the way. BBI, the Black Judge in the South. I just stopped running my mouth. All right, brother. I'll see you. I'll let you be. Thank God I got the flatland all the way around me, every which direction I point. Sitting up here in the hot deserts of Idaho, like Judge. I'll see you. Click, click, click.
Mr. BVI. That's why I'm going to move one day, man. I'm going to move out to me some cabin and flatland. Because I like to be able to talk in every direction, too, when I want to. Catch you later, BVI. Am I you? Oh, you smoking down here, too, Captain. Sounding some kind of wonderful. BVI, the Black Judge, downtown, Pasadena. Big audio, big sound, with 900 pounds of doodle brown, and I got down. Good day now.
Don't know the power of the dark side.
Oh, Skip Buster. Oh, just messed around and stepped on the damn frog. And Skip Buster. Come on. It's our anniversary. Mr.
Right there, 158. Right there, 158. Hey, 158, where you coming from? Hey, 158, down on my way, want to know. Come on, Ranger. Hey, Ranger.
I'll put it in your radio just like this. I said, hello, Dynamite White. I said, I'll put it in your radio just like this. You know who said it.
Hey, B, you been taking boy, you been cutting up the band for Mr. BBI, I'm trying to wave you away. Well, I'm on the green way, Mr. BBI, you sounding real good. Dynamite White told you so.
Appreciate that, Dynamite. Yeah, I've been out here just kind of kicking the airwaves a little bit this afternoon, having a little bit of fun. Got about 30 or 40 minutes worth of QSO time here today, and it's about time for me to shut this thing down, put the green light on for everybody around me, and get back over on the workbench. I got to get stuff done today. Always something to do. Always something to do. Hey, Dynamite, I appreciate you rolling up in my radio here today to say hello. Your friend way out here in the corner got down.
Mr. BBI, Roger, Mr. BBI, you take care because I care. Keep up with the good work, Mr. BBI. Dynamite White, out of your ears.
I said, we'll see you, Dynamite. I said, we'll see you, Dynamite. I said, we'll see you, Dynamite. And Lady Mermaid, I'll make a stop by your way with some technology if you need me to. You know the phone number. Hey, Miss Lady Mermaid, I'll put the wave at you, and then I'm going to slide wide to the side. Let's see what Mother Nature brings us and where this afternoon is going to end. But for right now, I know I need to go pick up that soldering iron that's made me famous, and I got to go do that thing that I got to go do. Making duck hookers 10, 8, and straight, and get on with the talk show. Dynamite White. And Miss Lady Mermaid, I heard you in there too. Your friend in the corner is going to roll right back. Going to go 10-7. I'm going to let everything go into cool down mode, and we're going to see what's going to happen next. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys have a good day. The landlord of 7 states of this great nation got down.
Don't know the power of the dark side.
Uh-oh. I appreciate you, man. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm glad you're from home, being blessed, staying coronavirus free, brother. That's a good thing. Hold on a second, 300. I'll be right back. I gotta go flip me some switches.
410. 410. I'm on the mill.
I know you're way up here. You sound like you're right there here in Los Angeles. Up back there. Los Angeles, that's got me sure.
So what are you doing down there, Kingpin?
Well, you know, I'm trying to be the kingpin. It seems like I come out to talk, and when I come out to play, there don't a whole lot of people come out to play, so I usually shake the tree and get one and go there. 410.
20 dB, you've been just on the driver there, big dog.
410, 300. Now I got my good friend Steve down there. He's running one of my 3000s. The first time I got to hear him on the air. He's a little bit north of you up there in top side of LA County. He's rolling up in here about 20 dB. You're at about 30. But I thought I'd come out here and just stretch a little bit of muscle out on the air and see what was going on. He come rolling up in there with you 300, and I was like, oh my God, listen to that, it's Kingpin. Mr. 300, Mr. Kingpin. BBI in the corner with the gate rolling.
Yeah, 410. Well, right now I'm running the same thing he running. I'm sitting there keying at about 2 and letting it swing up. So if that gives him any guidelines of what he need to do with it.
Just for a minute, see if anything else comes in here. Hey, BBI, Kingpin, Southern Cal, getting down.
Well, this is how this went down on my radio. 0300 fired down and says, well, I'm running the same thing he's running. I'm keying about 2 and I'm letting it swing on up there just to give you an idea about what he's got to do. So Roger, right on, BBI, Kingpin down here, got down, click. That's when I fired down again. That's what I heard happen in my radio. So 300, you come rolling out there, you out in front. But my good friend Kingpin, he pushed it back, walked it down, held the maul down and walked it down. Took up the tail end of the conversation, all about 20 syllables of it. 300, Kingpin, BBI, right back to both of you gentlemen.
410, and I gave it to the top end, so right now I'm at right about 500 right there. So if Kingpin rocking there, he got his.
Waiting on 300.
Hey, BBI, all I can say is that 3000 is working for him. There are you?
Well, both you gentlemen, this is what happened. I could hear both of you guys about neck and neck. At 300, you said you went up to the top side of things. Then I heard Kingpin tell me that he's giving it all that he's got. You guys are neck and neck. Kingpin pulled straight back. I sat here and waited for 300. Man. Now 300, you got to understand. Homeboy down there, if you go out his backyard and you stand there and you look, pointed north, he's talking straight into a hillside that goes straight up in the air, probably 1,500 feet. So he's pointing north with no visibility to the sky. And he's giving you a little bit of a run for the money on 3,000 versus 3,000. Hey, 300 around the high desert. Kingpin on the top side of LA County. BBI got down.
Because he's doing a good job, man. That's all I can say. Whatever he got is built well, just like this one. This one of them CC builds, if you know what I mean. And that's all I run when it comes to these base stations, ABBI, and it runs steady and strong. 3,000 to 3,000. Yeah, I think it'll run with the best of them. BBI 300 is rocking on. I see ya.
Well, you're running that OCC built technology down there. He's running a BBI built 3000 with a brand new tube in it. And he fired down when you first fired up 300. He says, man, if we're getting that kind of Mother Nature, I better go out there and crank this stick up. So, man, he's sitting there talking on his antenna at 25 feet. I wonder what he's going to do next. Hey, 300, I wonder if we give him enough time to walk outside and go click, 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 click. Let's see what happens. Hey, 300, BBI, right back to both you gentlemen. Click, click.
Oh, Tim, well, you know I ain't going nowhere. Hey, BBI, I'm a fan of the sport. I'll stay and play as long as he needs me to. Hey, BBI, it ain't no fun in the game if I got to run. If he got to go do something to change, I like to see what that change will bring. It might give me an opportunity to better things on my end. Right?
I hear that, man. You got to run what you brung, sprung what you got, and get with what you're going to do. You said you ain't going to run, you ain't going to go nowhere, you ain't going to change nothing, you want to go 3,000 to 3,000 head-to-head. That's the way we should run this game anyhow. You know, on page number 1 of the book, rule number 1 of the book, thou shalt talk to thy radio, right? Rule number 2, page number 2 of the book, thou shalt talk to thy radio. Now, page number 3 is kind of like rule number 1 and rule number 2. But I think we should change that rule to thou shalt not run. But you know how that is. Duck fuckers don't want to get their head smashed in, so they run every once in a while. And Mother Nature's the ultimate dictator of who's the duck and who is not. That is a doggone fag. But 300, you said you're going to hold in there for a few minutes, and I appreciate that. Maybe he'll get back up in the shop. We'll hear him key a couple more times. We'll see what happens on this next go-around. 300 and Kingpin, BBI. Right back to both you gentlemen.
Hey, that Araya, BBI. I can do outside. The thing is, in the bad is that we they went right down.
Yeah, you're right. That is how it should be run. 3,000 to 3,000.
They like to
I don't know about you, but I ain't got nobody else to talk to but you.
Just can't catch up to it when you need to. The bottom line, in my neck of the woods, the ones right.
You run right up over the top of them, brother.
Stick and stay myself. I like to put it down and lay it down, and especially when we go heads up with the same thing, it gives me a certain.
That's amazing what a little bit of elevation will do. I tell you what, though, I'm gonna have to take it easy with this thing.
Technology is how you do your work. Top notch, first class. I run a BBI. So hey, you don't have to convince me. I'm just telling you the way it is. So if I can stand up with this CC made, country-made bike or parts, BBI, I think that's a good thing. Hey, BBI 300 said I'm
Damn. Oh man, at least coming in my radio when I got it on the gate. 300, you're gonna love listening to this. He says he's running all he's got. He's done everything he can do outside, and he's just sitting there firing down. He pulled back, and there you were. I fired down. He said, I told him he's still going, homeboy. He fired back down, started to talk again. You walked him right back down into the corner. Man, Mother Nature's coming up. We got you boys at 45 dBs neck and neck. One key is 300, next key is Kingpin. Out of the top side of L.A. County, the belly of the beast of California. Damn, this puts a smile on my face. Makes me smile ear to ear, makes me happy. Makes me proud. My good friend 300 down there running that CC built 3000, and just a little bit north and a little bit farther west on the top side of L.A. County. My buddy running a BBI built 3000. Now, 300, you said, brother, you ain't shame. You got yourself a BBI built box, and it runs like no other. He's running on a 24 pill down there that we put together for him here earlier last year. And he's kicking ass in the mobile with it. Now, Kingpin, I got to tell you, brother, you are neck and neck, shoulder and shoulder. Now, you got to watch out for 300. Don't be going and getting a big head, because he's on his driver, and he's just playing. We all know the name of the game. Kingpin, 300, BBI, got down.
And I just want to keep it fair. Hey, BBI, ain't no shame in my game. I just want to keep it fair. I want to show Kingpin what his boxer do, number one. And number two, I want to be real with what I'm doing. I want to make sure my smile is a smile and not a frown upside down. Hey, BBI, the pleasure was all on my end, my friend. You tell the family I did pass through and say hello, howdy doody, and I'm working from home, so I better get back over here and find out what's going on the other side. Hey, BBI, your space friend, your NASA broadcaster, Mr. Worldwide 300. Yes, I am truly one of those guys that you think about when you go to sleep. Mr. 300, the most interesting man, bottom side of Cali, saying bye, yai, 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 yai.
Lungs on him, holy moly.
Had to wait. You were right, Kingpin. Now you falling way back, brother. I had to wait. 300's got me locked over in the corner. And he says he's just trying to keep it fair. He wants to give you encouragement to show you what's going on with your amplifier. You know, he's a NASA broadcast engineer. Smart Duck Pucker. He's one of these gentlemen that keeps our deep space communication network working so we can get all the cutesy little pictures off of all the different NASA probes that are out there floating around in deep space. He's just out here playing. Now, 300, I wish you and your beautiful wife a great afternoon and a good evening. I know you're going to pull straight back and go see what's going on up in the house. I hope you and all your children are doing good, and I know you got the grandbaby staying with you now for a little bit, and I hope they're doing well, too. My good friend, Mr. 300, and my good friend, Mr. Kingpin. Your friend in the corner, the landlord of 7 states, got down.
Click. Click, click. I'll see you, BBI. Bye-bye.
On there. I'm gonna pull it back a little bit. I'm really liking the well, I know you're out there, so I'm not going to hear nobody else, but maybe, just maybe, if I get lucky, somebody else will come.
Yeah, see down south on it's Barefoot Radio. Break.
Only fired down right here. I heard my good friend CC in there on a Barefoot Radio. Man, homeboy, I ain't talked to you in about a couple weeks. I thought you'd been already gone and gone. Left the great shaky and gone to the land of the free, which is anywhere else in the United States for the most part, in my opinion. I thought you'd moved on. But man, it's good to hear you on my radio, Mr. CC. Around a great shaky on a Barefoot Radio. Just put me 9 dBs in the corner. I put the wave at you, my friend. All right, 300. Click, 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 my friend. Be good. And I appreciate you putting a bump in my radio here this afternoon and giving Kingpin a little bit of a run for his money. Mother Nature's moving again. It's been coming and going all afternoon. And you guys are starting to fall back in my radio, and it wouldn't surprise me if somebody's keying on me at this point. But gentlemen, I'm going to pull straight back. I had to stop the video gate and start the video gate again. So I'll make sure to email this over to you at 300, and I'm going to make sure to send it on down to my good old friend Kingpin. BBI got down.
Don't know the power of the dark side.
Building 110-8 station after another. I'll see you. Click, click, click. Oh, damn, listen to that. A whole state of California just woke up. I heard Slick 50 in there just before I fired down, way out west, down around the Tijuana border. Oh, Mr. Slick 50, I'll put the bump at you, but I'm not going to stay. LCC, you said you've been there and gone. And been there and gone, and now you're back to get another load. My phone's going crazy. Everybody in the bars, I hear you in my radio. Oh, man. Hell of a life. I got to get over here and finish editing this video. I should have done it last night, but I was tired and I fell asleep, and I need to get this done. I know I'm tearing the hell out of one of my neighbors down the street, pointed south at you gentlemen, but I wanted to make sure it was going to happen and happen his way. 300, CC, Slick 50, and my good friend Mr. Kingpin. BBI is gone.
And the jury is out. BBI is gone, so is 300. Blessings, blessings, blessings. May the RF fall from the sky to the right receiver when I key. I'm gone.
I'm not a religious man, but I'll say amen to that, 300. I'll see you. Click, click, click.
Slick 50 down south is reading this mail.
If you're a Reverend Dr. with you want to put this young nigga 2 cents in. Ain't no doubt about it. Reverend Dr. talk too much around Los Angeles. Just got announced.
You cat niggas is throwing down up around the north side. North end.
Bullet Bob there, Prime. Hey, Prime Minister, that's Bullet Bob up around San Francisco, the bring.
Hola, Cocha.
Hey, Bob, I figured I'd throw a couple more out there. I know you said you're not planning on the land. Oh, the cleanest cat on earth. Hold him up. There's nothing with dust on it. Alright, let me get out of here. I can go in here and spend some time in the kitchen about.
Yeah, 10-4, and I guarantee he ain't got no cobwebs in his radio either. He's been running the heck out of that radio, man. He's been kicking my britches. He's been dusting my britches out here. But you say he ain't got no dust, no dirt on that car? I know, I saw that Escalade down there at the shootout in Long Beach. Clean as a whistle, ain't no doubt about that. He does some beautiful installations, too, by the way. All right, let me get my knees up in the breeze. Prime, Motormouth Mall. I'm up at 10 grand. I don't have any forward peaks to speak of. Prime, Motormouth Mall, stepping.
If you can believe this, I can hear his side scatter at 20 dBs over here in Idaho. I'll see you, John.
If I just walk away and leave him in the shop, he'll clean it up for me.
10-4. You know, I know people like that, and they're meticulous, absolutely meticulous, so they do beautiful stuff. So that might be an option, ain't no doubt about that there. All right, I'll get back on the side, tell them I said hello up there on San Francisco.
No, te vengo a ir adelante como 1 hora y media mínimo adelante de ti.
Under 521, first cousin, up around the northwest corner where you sounded real good. You seem to bump down to the wave and have a good day out there. Enjoy to its absolute fullest. 521, first cousin, Motormouth Mall waving.
Funny, man, I'm looking at one now. 1-7. Brown version. And, I would think in the middle of this quarantine, the prices would drop. They said, oh, no, we're not doing that. I said, okay. You'll call me. I gave my phone number. I bet you a call back when that shit don't sell there, right?
I've been watching prices on vehicles, too. Hey, Prime, I've been watching prices on vehicles, and they haven't changed much over here. I thought things were going to drop, but they didn't drop.
That's what I had.
Yeah, 10-4, you said you need a ride to the weed store. Well, if you get a ride from Prime, I guarantee you that's going to be a ride you never forget. And I still never forget that ride, man. I went up there and he stuck me in the passenger seat of that Murcielago. He knows that road pretty doggone good, too. Ain't no doubt about that, man. I'll tell you what, I was holding on for dear life. It was fun. It was a whole lot of fun, and I'll never forget that ride. That's right. He can drive that car, too.
The guy doing my lawn.
So if you want to get real fast that way there, 521. First cousin.
Damn, this backscatter is loud as Motormouth Mall over here.
Hey, fat man, I hear ya. Hey, fat man, I hear ya. 2020 said that.
Hey, Sleepy Dog, I heard you didn't.
Yeah. Depending on which way I'm pointed. I got Motormouth at about 20, and I got Prime at 9. Just sitting here on the side reading the mail.
You know about free rides.
Yeah, that's funny. That's great. He's sitting on 500 watts. I don't know if I believe 500 watts with that kind of backscatter.
Hey, Baker, man,
taking me out. I ain't gonna even bother.
I had John on the
Hey, 711, hello to you. While you say hello to Motormouth Mall and you got that wideband hi-fi audio working, it sounds good there, 711. And
Hey, Equalizer, I heard you out there, man. Hey, Equalizer, I heard you out there, no doubt. Equalizer, 2020.
up at 521, first cousin is waiting for a ride to the weed store to bring.
Hey, right on there, Equalizer. I heard you out there, man, with the wave of hand. Equalizer, Northwest Oregon. You're making the trip to California. 2020, California. We said that. We're back out.
There, Equalizer. Let me roll up in there, too, and say...
Hey, 44. Hey, 44. 2020, we hear you. 44, 2020, California. Waving a hand.
Equalizer on the northwest corner. Motormouth Mall stepping.
I'm a 20 bushel going forward to about 35, and I'm not even able to get into John's receiver. That says something right there.
It's more or less.
I tell you what, he must have it turned off. Yeah, he must have it turned off, man. Because you're over my receive. 2020 said that.
You mean?
Nah, he's just pointing straight north. No, Ed just he's just pointing straight north. No point trying to get in on that talk show. I ain't gonna be able to bet into his ear hole. He's pointed dead north. It's all good though. What's going on, 2020? What's new with you, man? What's going on?
I'm gonna try something.
Well, I tell you what, man, you bet on my needle. Put a 40 dB on it, man. Putting a 40 dB on my needle. Damn, BBI, 2020, we said that.
Not even really pointed your direction, 2020. I am now. You said I'm talking in fine style, huh? I ran around all day yesterday with my mic gain at half. Half. No forward swing whatsoever. I was just sitting there mumbling in the microphone to myself again, apparently. But 2020, you're sounding good, brother. I got you up on the gate. You want to text me over your email? I'll make sure to send it to you this evening at 410.
You're right on. I'm doing the gate too, man. You're all over it. I'm doing the gate too, no doubt, man. You're all over it. I put it up on YouTube. 2020 West Side Gates is my YouTube thing. 2020 West Side Gates. You'll be up there a little bit.
Well, cool. I'll go check it out, 2020. I appreciate that, man. I mean, old Fat Man been sitting over here listening to the talk show at Prime and Motormouth. Old Prime was about 9 dBs on his side scatter over to us. Well, back scatter, I guess, because what we're listening to is the RF reflecting off the ground down there at Motormouth. And listening to John at about 20 dBs, you can't even get in John's radio. Is what it is. Mother Nature's moving her skirt in a weird way. 2020, your friend out here in the Northwest got down.
Don't know the power of the dark side.
Wow. All I gotta say is wow. Comprehensive.
Alright, man, you're gonna be, I'll put you up there, and you're gonna be about the 12 minutes mark. About the 12-minute mark on my gate. Alright, man, catch you later. BBI 2020, we're gone.
Click, click, amigo. Be good.
Comprehend about 25.
Hey, 244. Hey, 244. We hear you, man. 244. 2020. We said that.
Any kind of have a sloppy copy, I'll, look up there around Boise. Motormouth Mall, trying to take it further. I got down.
I got 2020. I'll tell you what the situation's going on, like John. It's running hard directly north-south. Like we got Prime at 9 over here. I got you at 2040 dB. And then I got 2020 down there, just directly south of us there. And he's putting me at 50. So I don't know, you might want to jog out in the field and maybe move the antenna, I don't know. But me and number one son were sitting over here in the bleacher seats, just kind of watching the show go down here a little minute ago. 410?
Yeah, 1040. Oh, 2020 got a bad station over there, man. He's north of me. He's up in Paso Robles.
Hey, 244, you're making a trip, man. Hey, in between BBI, jumping up and down, man, I hear you out there, 244. 2020, we said that. We're off the key.
2020, I got to ask you something. You ever seen a 6'5", 320-pound ginger jump up and down? Like, can you imagine the material movement of like, just my shirt moving up and down? I don't jump up and down. You don't see me getting excited. I ain't hooping and hollering. Talking in complete sentences with a little bit of game to it. Nah, man, I ain't jumping up and down. I just point out the facts. Man, you got a big old mall on my radio. You just got motor mode clean off in my receiver. Just telling the honest to God truth. 2020, your friend in the corner got down.
Something to say, man. No disrespect. 2020, we're off the side.
Oh, no disrespect taken, brother. If you can't laugh at yourself, you shouldn't be laughing at others. That's what I've always said. Humility is the best form of art form. Yeah, man. I don't even want to think about what I look like jumping up and down at this point in my life. Probably scare blind women into not wanting to ever be with another man ever again. You know what I'm saying?
Right on, man. Right on. Good to hear you, man. 2020, we're on the side.
Catch you later, buddy.
2020's not going to want to fight 2020. I can't do it right now anyway. So, I'll have to go back up north.
He said he was pulling out, John. He was pulling out like he was leaving a Tijuana and Hooker and heading north over the border. He said he had other stuff he had to go do. Yeah, man. I'm glad to hear you got a little bit of talk time to the big guy in the corner. I'm glad to hear he got some talk time. It's well overdue, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Yep, and he sounds good, too. Man, does he ever sound good.
I gotta edit this gate so I can put it up there, man. I'll be right back.
But hopefully he gets to hear what he was doing and how devastating he was down here in my receiver. And, yeah, pretty cool stuff. He's always got that, well, not always. I mean, he always has a great sound, but now he's got this exceptional kind of a low-end thing. It blows my mind. And I just love hearing that kind of stuff. Anyway, yeah, good deal, man. I saw your other gate yesterday, by the way, and got to hear all the other Big 10A stations in there, too, and always fun. Always definitely half. And, yeah, it's all good.
Well, there were two sides of the street, you receive, and then what I heard on my side of the street. It all turned out okay. I was pretty amazed how quiet I was in your radio yesterday. I was like, damn, man. I come out here and start looking at knobs. I'm like, oh, well, that'd explain it. The audio slider that controls the input gain for the mic here was like at half where it should be. I was like, oh. I was like mumbling at you yesterday. I was like, damn shame on it.
Well, you're not mumbling today, I'll tell you that. Here's a playback.
Well, it turned out okay. I was pretty amazed how quiet I was in your radio yesterday. I was like, damn, man. I come out here and start looking at knobs. I'm like, oh, well, that'd explain it. The audio slider that controls the input gain for the mic here was like at half where it should be. I was like, oh. I was like mumbling at you yesterday. I was like, damn shame on it.
There you go. Got it working now, that's for doggone sure.
That pitch stretched out. I was doing almost 30 bushel here a minute ago trying to get around my teacher. It wasn't happening. Mother Nature wasn't there. Yeah, it's working. We're talking across the street. I'm happy. I'll be peaceful with that. But man, you're John, you're sounding top shelf as always. I think I bumped a setting on my receiver over here, and I'm sitting here totally farting around with all the different filters. It's got a ton of low end in it on everybody today. I don't know what the deal is. It's my side, believe me. When you hear the gate, it's my side, it's not you. Don't change anything based off my audio.
Yeah, no, I think I've got this pretty much set where I'm going to leave it for a while. And I was playing some games with the high frequencies a little bit earlier yesterday and the day before. And I was happy with what I had, but then I wanted a little bit more brilliance, a little more crispness, a little bit more articulation, a little bit more definition. So I bumped the highs up a little bit more prior to another compressor. There's another compressor, so I'm hitting it a little bit harder on the highs. But it seems to be working pretty good. So anyway, I'll leave it alone for a spell.
Well, top shelf as always. And top shelf as always, my friend. I got in a huge conversation yesterday with a guy that was looking at your gate, and he's like, my God, you're like 7 channels wide. And I'm like, yeah, I'm also 50 dBs in the corner. It's like, what's that got to do with anything? I said, man, I'm overloading his receiver. That's why I'm so wide. He couldn't seem to get his head wrapped around that. We'll have to sit down and do a conversation about that sometime on video. Help people understand that a little bit. 410?
Yeah, I think you're pretty reasonable. I mean, I'm looking at you here, you know, and you look pretty doggone reasonable to me. I mean, yeah, sure, if you get a strong signal in somebody's radio, you're going to spread out farther, but you got to look at how many dB down it is from the starting point. You know, if you're up at the top of my doggone scale and you're floating out 3 or 4 channels in either direction, and then you count down, look at the shoulder, you count down so many dB down, so many kilohertz out, you know, you're going to find that it's pretty doggone clean. So yeah, they got to understand that if you're putting a big signal up in here, it is what it is. It's like a scope. You know, if you put a bigger RF signal into a scope, it's going to show a bigger signal and everything's going to get bigger, right? But you don't really see what's going on until you re-reference it back to your 2-box reference and look at what's really going on. So it's the same thing, you know, more is going to make more, but it's more proportionally more, or is it proportionally the same? It's just bigger. And it's just the same, it's just bigger, that's all. Yeah, you're smoking and you're clean and you're not 7 channels wide, and I know I'm not. But no, you're 10-8. Yeah, we'll have to do a little video on that sometime. Or you know how to do that. But you can use all of our audio. You can use the audio from the video gate here, and the audio from your side, and kind of, well, I don't know, you're not doing a video gate, right? You're just doing the picture. You've got the VDI picture up in there, but you've got the capability of doing a video gate on your side, and then you can mix and match them and put them together and kind of sort of show what's going on. And you can see what I look like on your signal, and if and when I got a big signal, and I can show what's happening on my side when I see the big signal from you, and then they can see the transmit version of both. And then they can start putting 2 and 2 together to break.
Yeah, or I could just mosey on and... I mean, I don't know how you got that measurement. I was sitting there looking at the video gate that you put up, and I went, man, did he get out like a slide rule and an abacus and like a tape measure and shit and start figuring it out? I was like, okay. Just shrugged my shoulders. And yeah, I could probably do video gates every single time I come out here. It's just, you got to admit, I already spend enough of time in front of the computer with the YouTube channel every day. You know what I mean? I mean, if it gets really rolling hard, I'll set all that stuff up and I can do the screen grab that way, but it's just too much. It's too much. You know what I mean? It really is. So we just sit there, we do the audio gate, throw a picture up there for them to stare at. You gotta admit, most people, they don't spend a lot of time looking at the video, they spend a lot of time listening to it, you know what I mean?
Well, that's exactly right. I mean, ultimately, when it's all said and done, you know, if none of us had S-leaders, and this, by the way, takes us on to another topic. But if none of us had estimators and we listened to our radio and responded to what we thought was quality based on what it sounded like and not what signals did up against other signals and who might have got over, that would be, that changes things. But conversely, take a look at the idea of shootouts. You know what they ought to do? I just lost data again on my internet stream. It says no data. Anyway, shootouts, everybody should run FM. It should be FM where the receivers work on frequency capture, right? And then he who is the strongest wins. And you're allowed X amount of deviation. And if you exceed the deviation, you fall out of the receiver, right? So you're limited to deviation, and then you're limited to whether or not you're in the radio or not. And if there's a shootout, and you got two people keying down against each other, and one of them wins, guess what? One of them wins. So I think they should do shootouts in FM. They're right.
Man, you know how busy us repair guys would be from guys trying to run their boxes on FM? The way everything's set up now? That's a good idea, though. I don't know how well that would be implemented, but that's a good idea.
Well, being that most of the shootout boxes are Class C anyway.
Hey, BVI, I just posted up the gate, man. Hey, BVI, I just posted up the gate, so if you want to check it out, there it is.
Information thing.
I'll go look at it, brother. Thank you.
No, Class C just means it's more efficient. So if you're only able to carry so many watts of power on board in the form of batteries, then of course Class C is going to get more of that power out to RF. But, a lot of people misconstrued the idea that Class C is more powerful. It's not. It's just that Class C will turn more of your available DC input power to RF compared to Class AB1 or B or A. So, that's why they do Class C. But, if they're all Class C anyway, that's perfect for FM. Man, just get up in there with a big old hammer, but you're right.
Hey, Sleepy Dog, 2020, we're waving. Hey, Sleepy Dog, 2020, we're waving.
Where the point of compression is and drive it 10 dB harder, right? But, it might be good for the technician's pocketbooks, everybody.
I think it'd be violently good for the technician's pocketbook, bro. Well, man, I'm going to slide right out of here. I'm not going to lie. Mother Nature's fallen between the two of us. You went from 40 all the way down to about 9 or 7. Oh, 2020 over there, he's got himself a hammer so big that the rest of us are like, damn. He's kicking ass, and he's trying to run up there to Sleepy Dog. So I'm going to slide out of here. I'm going to go flip all the switches, put everything in cool-down mode. And then I got to walk over to my video suite and sit down and put together another YouTube video for today. So, Mr. John, it's been a privilege and a pleasure as always. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon. If we don't get to talk to you before the weekend comes up, you have a good weekend coming up. I appreciate the QSO. It's been fun. Just sitting out here slow chatting like we're on the telephone on 27.025. Mr. Radio Station, Motor Mouth Mall. Your friend way out here in the Northwest got down.
Don't know the power of the dark side.
And I am going 10-7. I will not key again. Click, 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 John.
Guy, it was good to hear you. Good to hear Prime. Good to hear, there was a few others. 711 doing his high fidelity thing. And, Equalizer out up in there. And 521, first cousin. Had a fun time out there today on the radio. I'll tell you what, I'm glad I got home when I did. And you're right, Mother Nature dipping and dropping out of there in 2020. He's got a big old hammer, too. So I'm going to get back on the side. I'm going to shut this thing off. And, the Billy Ray. 40 dB. Oh, no, that's a bunch. Anyway, I'm going to get back out of here and go grab something yummy for the tummy and go say hi to Jackie. She just got home. And, so anyway, I'll say 7 3s. Prime, if you still got that thing on, you and Tracy have a wonderful weekend. PDI, you have a wonderful weekend. Everybody else on the band and on you.
Okay. Come out here this morning and started chatting in Pal Talk. See, I know, like an hour and a half gone by. Okay, so where we're at is we got all the transistors in. We're a couple steps away from being finished here, believe it or not. So we got all of our regulating resistors in here for our bias circuit. Got our distribution bus in. Got our combiner circuits all put together. That's finalized. Like I said, I washed it. Now we're going to go through and we're going to add our flyback resistors to all of our input and output transformers. So we're going to have balance in the circuit. And now we're going to go and we're going to add the remote wire for the fans from... Let's get everything in frame. The remote wire from the fans from here to here. And then we got to do our ground. And then we've got to do our positive distribution. And I think this thing will run. I'm pretty sure. We'll add a fan kit to it and we're finished. Shoot a little layer of clear on it to keep it from corroding and getting dirty and looking fugly on the inside. We recapped it. Put brand new caps in it because the other ones were, well, let's face it, needed to go directly into the fuck it bucket and be filed there permanently. So I think we're about 90% there. So yeah, let's get the power wire in this thing and let's get done. Okay. Come out here this morning and started chatting in Pal Talk. See, I know, like an hour and a half gone by. Okay, so where we're at is we got all the transistors in. We're a couple steps away from being finished here, believe it or not. So we got all of our regulating resistors in here for our bias circuit. Got our distribution bus in. Got our combiner circuits all put together. That's finalized. Like I said, I washed it. Now we're going to go through and we're going to add our flyback resistors to all of our input and output transformers. So we're going to have balance in the circuit. And now we're going to go and we're going to add the remote wire for the fans from... Let's get everything in frame. The remote wire from the fans from here to here. And then we got to do our ground. And then we've got to do our positive distribution. And I think this thing will run. I'm pretty sure. We'll add a fan kit to it and we're finished. Shoot a little layer of clear on it to keep it from corroding and getting dirty and looking fugly on the inside. We recapped it. Put brand new caps in it because the other ones were, well, let's face it, needed to go directly into the fuck it bucket and be filed there permanently. So I think we're about 90% there. So yeah, let's get the power wire in this thing and let's get done. I apologize, guys, my bad. I got to talking with the guys on Pal Talk this morning, and then I turned on my camera like an idiot. Next thing I know, it's 6:30 in the morning over here, and I'm done. So I apologize. I should have shot a couple more segments of me putting this together. We went ahead and upgraded the flybacks on this thing to the 100 ohmers versus the stock one. Replaced the capacitors, of course, on the flybacks. They're all 100% new. Fully upgraded the power wires. I mean, come on, it's me. It's me. Of course I'm going to do the power wire upgrades. So now we've got 4-gauge feed in the box to a central location, and then we got the power wires being evenly distributed throughout. This thing works exactly as it should with the upgrades to it. We're putting, let's go over here and let's run this thing here real quick. Frame this up so everybody can see it. Those guys asked me all kinds of questions this morning, and I had fun in there just talking with the guys. I don't very rarely entertain Pal Talk that much. It's too much, it takes too much time. It's too much time. It's very time consuming, but I had fun. This morning was good. They kept me company. We had a good time. Talked about a bunch of technical stuff. It was fun. Okay, so we're down on the 1,000 watt slug. So we've got 1,000 in peak. Our average 1,000, of course, 5 watt slug in reverse. Hello, adio. So putting about 120, 130 watts in it. Excuse me. Hello, adio. Hello, adio. And it's swinging off the scale. So let's go over here and we'll flip that switch. Now full deflection on that meter is 2,000 watts. 2,000 watts, they say. So our 1,000 watt mark is going to be right here, in between the 40 and the 60. Hello. Hello. Of course, you can drive it harder. You can drive this harder. Now, the updates we've done to this allows us to do crazy things, like run this on a little bit higher voltage. It is okay to turn the voltage up on this amplifier a little bit. Now, you can't go and run this thing on 22, but you can run it up there a little ways. You can go on up there to about 17 volts or so, and you're going to be just fine. Hello, audio. Now, we've seen her put out power. So now, let's go over here and we'll look at the 490 input slug. Hello, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, Mary. Whoa, Mary. This thing's got a little variable tuner on the input, and I think I moved it. Hello. Hello. We're going to leave it right there. So now what I was adjusting, we'll take that 1/2 watt and we're going to run with it. What I was adjusting was that potentiometer there. Now, don't be going and getting no crazy thoughts up in your head. Don't be doing it. We're not touching this tuner for nothing. It's going to get you in more trouble than anything else. So we're going to come in here. We could put a little layer of don't mess with me glue on it, aka black non-conductive fingernail polish. One, it'll keep it from rattling loose as it's running around in a mobile. And two, it's called a tell me. What I mean by tell me is tell me how stupid you are. Tell me. If you go in there and you twist that, you're going to break that paint. And I'll know. I'll know. Because that's a special kind of tape or paint. So, hello, 1 2 1 2. Hello, audio. Leave it alone. Got an upgraded output combiner. So this thing is working titties. Now, from where we started, which is a rusted, worn out pile of Lord help us, God forgiven junk. Okay. We've gone and we got ourselves a fully functional 8-pill, balanced input and output, works on sideband. We got ourselves an oversized relay to it. Bias circuit is all working properly. This thing is technically done. I could put a lid on it and call it a day. There's a couple things left I've got yet that I need to take care of. One of which is, for some reason, I've got this weird thing about making sure the switches are perfectly clean before they leave here. And then the other thing that we need to do is we got to put a couple fans on it. Before I get too carried away into the next segment, I want to point out that I went through and I added PIM nuts to this thing, crush nuts. So you'll never have another metal screw in this thing that you got to worry about it stripping out. It's got 632 screws in it holding the tin on. So it's literally got every little thing I can throw in it, except for the kitchen sink. Just saying. Come on, little hunk of paper towel. There we go. It's like that time we went down on our girlfriend back in high school and she got a little bit of TP stuck where it shouldn't have been. Well, gentlemen, that's it. We're done. This thing is going to go on to its new owner. I thank you guys all for tuning in and taking the time to watch this cute little video. This thing's already got a home. I was initially going to sell it, but the guy that ended up with this, he wanted it really, really bad, and he wanted it right now. So we got it locked up now at the door. Now on to do a bunch of other amplifiers. Yay! It's Wednesday and I'm finally getting started. Is what it is. Gentlemen, I gotta take off. I gotta run. I got a bunch of things I need to go take care of. Got questions, something I can do for you. Just give me a call. Let me know how I can help you. Big shout out to Siglant. Big shout out to Excess Power. Thank you, guys and gals at those companies, for all helping me be here doing what I do. And a giant thanks to every single one of you guys that tune in and watch my videos. I appreciate every single one of you to the bottom of my heart. I cannot express how grateful I am for that. On to the next one, and then on to the next one, and on to the next one we go. See you, gentlemen. Appreciate every single one of you. Click, click. I'm the biggest mud duck in Idaho. I'll see you. Bye-bye.